if there are any new, which will be at least one new life member, and that person will not be a member until they're actually sworn in. What happens the next day is probably not that big a deal. Just kind of know that's what we're looking at. It does not have to be on Sunday. It can be. It does not have to be. There's that one new member we have will not officially be a member until they're actually sworn in.
Can I just do it before the meeting?
Ben, am I mistaken in my memory, but did Arkansas not pass a law a few sessions ago that anytime the last week of December, because of these type of conflicts, we could take the oath?
I believe that's correct. Let me get that law in our hands and make sure exactly what it says. I'll be happy to report.
That being the case, we can do it anytime that week and it would be fine. I believe I'm right on that. I could totally be wrong, but I believe, and I think it's the last week of December. Anytime during that last week, we can take the oath.
I think that's right. I want to double check to make sure it's open-ended and they can be done at any time. So I'll double check that.
Thanks, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is 7:01. I'm going to officially call the meeting to order. It's our work session, and I'm going to turn it over to Chairman Ed Long.
We have a few items tonight, but all of them are pretty important, and I expect several questions out of some of them. The first one is a housekeeping thing for us. That's the millage that we have to pass and get to the quorum court so they can pass their ordinances and all of that over there in order to sustain our millage. Mayor, you want to explain that?
Sure, yes, sir. Basically what this is, and Ben may be best to explain it as well, or Tammy, it's just our yearly, it's kind of a housekeeping item to say if we're going to keep the mills the same as they were and they've been allocated so much to senior citizens, so much to police, so much to fire, so much to general fund, so much to sidewalk, and they've all stayed the same.
Yeah, there's been no change in that. Ben, that has to be done by us and turned into them by their November meeting, is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
So we don't need the emergency clause on it. If we pass it tonight, we still got plenty of time on it, correct?
Yes, and it doesn't actually even have to be in effect by that meeting. It needs to be passed by the council for that meeting. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we can just go ahead and, again, it is basically ministerial for us since there's no changes on it or anything like that. So we can just go ahead and pass it tonight then, if so choose, without the emergency clause, and we're okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. All right. Anybody got any questions to the mayor, Tammy, or Ben on that? Anybody in the audience got any questions on it? All right, seeing none, I need a motion.
I make a motion, we move it to full council.
I have a motion to take it to council. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Tammy, please.
Long,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coat. Yes.
All right, our next one is a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with Red River Auto Group, and this is Mike's. This has to do with 1 year's worth of hail damage on our cars. There is a list attached both in the work session material and in the meeting material that lists the cars and total amount of this, and Mike has a I think something pretty exciting to tell us about it personally. Mike?
Yes, sir, thank y'all. We had 37 vehicles total that were hit with hail from the April 11th storm. We finally got everything back from the insurance company. There's several that were totaled, several that were so old and high mileage that we're not going to repair. We're going to use that money, use that money on future vehicles. This is the list of vehicles that we've actually repaired, and what we've done, I've talked to all the body shops in the city, and no one other than Red River can get us all in within a 45-day period and fix within 45 days or so. It's important that we don't keep police vehicles in the shop for 2 to 3 weeks at a time.
And Mike has
You want to make sure?
We can play them again.
Basically, we're getting texts saying they can't hear us.
Oh,
That's why Maggie.
okay.
She's getting the same text.
It's really good stuff. But
It would really be interesting. Give, Mayor, give him Mike's number, then call him tonight and he can recap it.
I'm giving out the 12,000 Bill stores to my number. I said, anybody get a hold of me if you want.
Mike likes to talk to you.
I do like to talk to you. All right, so what we've done, I've talked to Red River. Red River has agreed to, they're gonna dedicate at least one group of painless and repair people strictly to city vehicles. If he needs to, in order to get more vehicles done quicker, he will bring in another 2 to 3 groups if he has to. He's made a commitment to get everything done that group has within the 45-day period, unless there's parts issues. But I we do want to stress, I did talk to the other 2 major body shops in town, and they couldn't even start earliest December, but it'd be 1 vehicle here, 1 vehicle there. Everybody's still reeling from this hailstorm. But this way, we'll get them all in. We'll deal with one company, our insurance company, Municipal League is very happy that they'll be dealing with one company for supplements. So it should expedite getting this repaired and back on the street. Any questions?
Anybody got any questions for Mike? Anybody in the audience? Okay, this is a simple resolution. I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
We got a motion and a second to take this resolution to the council. Tammy, please.
Long,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe, yes.
All right, the next one, Mike, you're up again. This is a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with IDEX Laboratories.
That's correct. Yes.
All right. Again, there was a pretty good explanation of this and everything in our packets, so this is pretty exciting too, because Mike explained it to me the other day. He has to talk slow and use small words, but I did understand it time it was over with. Mike, go ahead, please.
Thank you. As part of the bond project, and you do know we have a new veterinary emergency medical care over there for the shelter. But this is the equipment we don't have currently at our current facility. It's blood machines, X-ray, all of these things we have to farm out right now. We farm it out to our acute vet out in Rosebud. So it's in the budget for these items through the bond. So this is not out of taxpayer money moment, but what we've done here, because we're a new practice, in their eyes, we're a new practice, they have a special for new practices, only available to new practices, where we will not actually purchase the equipment. We will go what's on a 7-year plan, and all we have to do is buy product from them for that 7 years. Nothing the first year, and then you'll see the schedule in here for that. During that 7 years, they service all the equipment, they maintain all the equipment, and then we own the equipment. So it's about over 120,000 if we were to buy the equipment day one, and it's a little over 190,000 in product over a 7-year period. These are all products we have to buy anyway. The blood test, heartworm test, parvo test, all of that. The reason why IDEX is important is they're the only company that has all of the equipment, and thus have the software that runs all the equipment tied together. We could shop this out and get a piece of equipment from this company, a piece of equipment from this company, but the softwares wouldn't talk. And my staff would have to manually enter results from one software into another software. And they wouldn't talk, and we couldn't do a full spreadsheet.
Mike, would you also go over what we talked about on the training for this equipment?
Yes, the other important part of this is IDEX has a Little Rock office. And in that Little Rock office, they have a certified vet tech. And anytime when we get the equipment, and anytime I hire a new person, they will send that vet tech down to 20 for the next 7 years. That's invaluable in there itself. It's something we just don't have right now. I have trained everybody, and I don't know the equipment, so that's good. Like I said, we have to buy the product, and we do buy the product now, through a vet's office we have to use. And all the local vets use the same equipment. So we're not going to use anything anybody else would use.
Now, there is a little nuance in state purchasing considering this type of equipment. Do you or Ben want to explain that, please?
I'll let Ben explain it. He's got a degree.
I don't know, have you seen it?
So there is a new nuance in this, that is spelled out in the ordinance, or excuse me, in the resolution. Went into effect last year. For what's called scientific equipment, bidding is not required. Because, you've heard me say before, I believe in being cautious. We have given two justifications in the resolution. One is that it is not, would be feasible or practical for all the reasons Mike mentioned. The other reason that it does not have to be bid is the state does no longer requires bids for scientific equipment, which is what this falls under. So that is kind of we're double covered in that respect.
And you did recite that in the resolution. That's the reason I wanted you to explain that. So, has anybody got any questions on this one to either Mike or Ben?
I'm not sure. I think I understood what you said about after 7 years, we will then own the equipment.
That's correct. The equipment will belong to us.
Is there a software charge after that?
There's not. The only charge would be if we want to continue a maintenance plan after the 7 years. That'd be the only charge.
What does that run, I'm just curious?
3,600 is what he quoted me. But that's today's prices in 7 years. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Also, at the end of 7 years, I believe in our conversation we had, there would be a possibility to re-up a lease and continue on with something like this with newer equipment if necessary. Is that correct?
Yes, any new equipment that comes out that they may have new testing for, it's always changing. We could trade this in for new equipment on either a purchase or a lease type option.
Anybody else got any questions? Council? Anybody in the audience? All right, I need a motion, please.
I'll make a motion and we send it to full council.
Got a motion, need a second.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Tammy, please?
Long,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe, yes.
Thank you. Mike, thanks.
Thank you, Mike, for working this.
The next one is a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into a contract with Steep Creek for the Crestwood drainage improvements. Brian, where are you? There you are. Yeah.
It's about as simple as they come. Steep Creek was the low bid out of two bidders on this project. This is a bond drainage fund project. It is just a few thousand over the preliminary engineer's estimate of $81,122.90 was their bid, and appreciate your consideration.
Am I correct? I saw in the paperwork where that half had gone through and evaluated this and signed off on it and
Yes.
everything like that,
They
so.
certified the bid.
Had certified it, okay. All right. Anybody else got any questions for Brian on this? When's the anticipated start date?
Well, this is the same contractor that was awarded the Barnwell drainage, and we're weeks away, and I think they want to mobilize and kind of knock this stuff out.
They want to do it both while they're up here?
Yeah.
And how long do they think it'll take for completion?
This one's not very long.
Barring weather and all that, I understand.
Yeah, if we could get in there before, deer season's always the day when the rain comes, it seems. So anything we can get done in the next month, 60 days. This job should be completed easily before the end of November. The next job could run in, because we got some tricky access points on the Barnwell ditch.
Okay, everything is ready to go out there. All easements, if any, have been obtained and we're ready to roll with them?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions? Anybody in the audience? I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion second to send the Crestwood drainage to the council. Tammy, please?
Long,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe, yes.
Thank you. A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer enter into an agreement with Metropolitan Emergency Services, EMS. Alicia?
Good evening, all. As you know, the current facility that MIMS is operating out is off 10th Street, and it is in a state of disrepair. We were presented with an opportunity for them to be able to occupy the old post office or the old museum that we have on 2nd Street. Currently, that facility sustained a lot of damage during some of the storms that have come through, and there were some insurance claims on that. So there's some repairs that were being done already. MIMS has walked through that and are willing to also, in addition to, with the lease agreement in place, also put forth a very substantial contribution to do the completion of the build out of that facility, to get that up to par for them to be able to be at that facility.
It was outlined pretty good in our packets. Anybody got any questions on it?
Is there adequate parking for all of the vehicles they'll need?
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, the way that building is laid out, there's a ramp off of the back, and there's also some facilities that are there. We also work through the power that is needed for those rigs to be attached to there, and it's going to be very easy and have them where they can pop in and out of that facility.
Super.
Yeah, and it gets them a little bit closer to those railroad, to the crossing there, so if there's something on the south side of town, they're going to be able to respond to that a little bit faster.
Well, being able to come out on that parking lot and figure out which way to go, to me, looks like a real plus for them. It just really does. I think it's a plus for the community. I think it's a plus for our citizens here. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see them move out of that one over there and move down here. Number one, we don't need a vacant building, but number two, I think it's something that we need to do to help the community. And they're not going to be sucking us dry on it. They are paying a substantial amount of money to use that building.
The other thing that I think is really important is right now they're kind of hidden back, and they're just
They are.
in the depths. And with this, they're going to have an opportunity to be kind of at the front within our community and show their presence and be able to really put a good facade onto the front of that and help with that entire redevelopment of 2nd Street and all the businesses down there.
I'm going to probably get chastised when this is over with, but I'm going to ask the fire chief if he's got any comments he wants to make, pro or con.
I think it's a great move just because it actually puts them a little closer to our busiest areas as far as EMS is concerned. It's going to be a plus for us, for sure.
I can't ask one chief without asking the other one.
I agree. I think it'd be perfect for downtown. Definitely puts them closer to the south side.
I have to agree with everything that's been said. I need anybody got any other questions?
Can you explain how Conway didn't want anymore, and that they're expanding their fleet here as well?
Oh, yeah.
Putting more
Absolutely.
into the Cabot area than they were.
So the city of Conway decided to go into another direction regarding their inventory services, which has provided us with a unique opportunity. There were some coverage issues that we had, especially in Greystone, and getting the response times to the backside of Greystone. It was just from a logistic, we all know that. So now that with the addition of actual rigs that they have in the area and staff because of the loss of Conway, we actually have more paramedics and more ambulances that are physically within our city every single day, and they're actually setting up an ambulance at the entrance of Greystone. So those response times have improved, and for the first time in years, we're actually hitting those response times appropriately. So it's really exciting for them, and they want to invest in Cabot, and they are very, very excited about this opportunity to be right in our downtown area, right next to all of our city services, and be able to provide the coverage that they know is necessary for our growing community.
Well, I, for one, am glad that we had that building available for them, and I'm glad that the mayor and you have headed that up and have got it going the right way. And I do appreciate it for it. Anybody else?
I just hope this is a stepping stone to more facilities for them.
Yeah.
That we can have them stationed in the North
I
Park
agree. I agree.
on a permanent basis.
Those are part of an ongoing discussion with the men's board as well.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
I think this is a big move for them and for the community. I'm just really excited about it. I may be the only one, but I'm really excited about it.
Matter of fact, their entire leadership has come by numerous times to look at the building and have ongoing conversations, and they are just thrilled to be a part of this community. They see the infinite growth that we have here, and they're just excited to partner with our existing police force and our fire department and just help us as we continue to grow.
Well, our fire chief had an opportunity to say that they could step their game up a little bit. He didn't do that, so we're going to hold him to it. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to move to full council.
I got a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Got a motion, second, move to the council. All in favor? Tammy?
Vaughn,
Yes?
Reed,
Yes?
Red,
Yes.
Coe. Yes.
All right, what I'm sending to the council, Mayor, is one ordinance and four resolutions, it looks like. We do have an ordinance that will need to be acted on no later, Ben. If the council chooses not to waive any readings on this tonight, we will need to act on it, though, the middle of the month meeting, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay, I would like to see it done, put to bed, and sent, but that's up to the council. Okay, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Budget Personnel Committee, Chairman Matt Weber.
Thank you, sir. Do I have anything for us to discuss tonight?
Thank you, sir. Next item, Police and Fire Committee, Chairman James Reed.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm very excited to present the next resolution. I'm excited, it's because it's something I think it's going to really help us as a community. It's installing a newborn safety device on city property, and the reason it's in fire and police is because it'll be headquartered at our central fire station. And basically what we're talking about, I included it in your package, is it will be it's a drop box where a newborn can be taken to and discreetly put into with anonymity for the mother, and we will be immediately notified through a 911 dispatch as soon as that door is open. And this will be on our property. We have EMTs at our fire department. We are working in partnership with, it's not Safe Haven, it's Options Pregnancy Center. And they have been very gracious and made some contributions, large contributions to the cost of all of this. So basically what we're talking about is the box itself and all of the things that are included with this is $11,000. And I think we have an agreement that your group is going to cover the cost of that.
Already have.
And the other thing is the inbound freights on that. Now, Cabot will have an investment in this also. We're going to be investing the installation. We have our own installation crew, construction crew that works for the city. And I've already showed the construction information to Director Wheeler, and he doesn't seem to have an issue with it at all. Our fire chief, Chief Moore, has got some ideas of where they would like to see it placed, and I think we can work hand in hand with that. We do have certified electricians on staff here that can do the electrical work, and our IT department can help us with hookup on the 911 side of it. It also kind of goes hand in hand that the state's requiring emergency responses to be centrally located in each county, and it looks like Cabot will be a center point for Little Roanoke County in the near future. So, are there any questions?
I'm just grateful for our relationship with the Option Pregnancy Center and us being able to work together to uphold the value and sanctity of life for all persons, especially for vulnerable newborn infants. And, Cabot does recognize the importance of safeguarding and protecting vulnerable newborn infants and supports the city wholeheartedly in doing that. So I hope the community, this is favorable to the community. None of us know, how we would react when we were younger. Some of us may do, some of us may don't, but I think giving people this option of not doing something drastic to a newborn child gives someone the availability to give them up and let that child have a life. So, thank you, Vicki, for all you do, and, we're looking forward to getting our first baby. I know they're getting them all over the state. I think Conway has had 8, you said?
There's been 3 all over this state.
3 all over the state, okay. So, it could be, as soon as we get it put in, we could have it the next week, we don't know. But, saving one life it's worth it.
Once the installation is completed, I think we'll have a reoccurring cost of $300 a month, a year for annual inspections and maintenance and this sort of thing, and $300 a year for the alarm system maintenance on that, or monitoring. So the cost, once it's installed, will be very minimal.
You know, and if we could save the kiddo, right, it's priceless.
One child. And there's an opportunity for even more. And it's great that we have facilities that we can do that with, and we have the people that have the EMT training that will be right there. That child will be attended to in less than 5 minutes from the time it's in there. So I think all the things are coming together in the right place, and we certainly appreciate you, Ms. Vicki Parker.
This is a temperature-controlled box.
Yes.
The baby could live in there for a while, from what I understand, from talking with you, but of course, some of you will get to it pretty quick, but it'll alert all the dispatchers, the firemen, the police. It's a pretty sophisticated system. So someone should hear the bell.
Any other questions from the council? Any questions from the public? I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
A motion, and a second. Tammy, would you read?
Reed,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Coe. Yes.
That's all we have, Mayor. That'll go to full council.
Thank you, James. Next item, Community Development Committee, Chairman Ed Long.
Quite frankly, Mayor, I think that Councilmember Reed and Alicia gave a pretty good community development report.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next item, Military Affairs Committee, Chairman Ron Womack.
Don't have nothing on it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to general community input. If you have anything you'd like to address the council or the mayor with, please come to the podium, state your name, and if you live in Cabot. Seeing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So move.
I got a motion from James, a second from Matt. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourned at 7:27. We're going to go into our city council meeting. You ready to ready?
No.
I'm good at 7:20. You ready? Okay. All right, it's 7:28. Call the meeting in order. We're going to start with the opening prayer from Stephen Reddick. Stand with me and pledge allegiance from Ron Wayman.
Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we come to you this time, Lord. Thank you so much for this day and for everything for this great country we live in and for this great city that we live in. Lord, thank you for our leaders. And Lord, we ask you to be with us tonight to make the right decision that's great in your eyes, Lord, and it's good for the city and great for the surrounding counties. Lord, we just thank you so much for the opportunity to serve you. And we ask forgiveness for our sins. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Next item, roll call. If you would give us roll call, please, Tammy.
Long,
Here.
Red,
Here.
Hillenberg,
Here.
Coe. Here. Reed,
Here.
Weber,
Here.
Wayman.
Here.
Thank you, Tammy. All present, 7 are present today. Next item, the ordinances and resolutions by title only.
Make a motion to read ordinances and resolutions by title only.
Second.
I got a motion from Matt, a second from Brandon, to read ordinances and resolutions by title only. Do I have any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call.
Long,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack.
Yes.
Thank you, Tammy. City council old business, I don't have any. Does council have any they'd like to present? Seeing none, next item, city council new business. We've got item A, ordinance number 26 of 2022.
Number 6 of 2022, an ordinance to set millage tax rates to be collected in 2023 for the city of Cabot and for other purposes. First reading.
Mayor, I make a motion that we suspend the second and third reading for ordinance 26 of 2022.
And I'll second.
I got a motion from Ed, a second from James, to suspend the second and third reading of ordinance number 26 of 2022. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Make a motion, we adopt ordinance number 26 of 2022.
Second.
I got a motion from Matt, a second from Stephen, to adopt ordinance number 26 of 2022. Any discussion by council? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. So we don't have to invoke the emergency clause, right?
Let's don't.
All right, next item, item B, resolution number 46 of 2022.
46 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with Red River Auto Group to waive the competitive bidding requirements in order to enter into said agreement to amend the general fund of the 2022 annual operating budget and for other purposes.
Mayor, I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 46 of 2022.
I'll second.
I got a motion from Ed, a second from James, to adopt resolution number 46 of 2022. Any discussion?
One of the things that wasn't mentioned, Mayor, in the position in the work session
Yes,
was that there is no negative impact on your budget on this. It
That's
is,
correct.
it is all taken care of, so.
That's correct, by insurance proceeds. Yes, sir. Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes.
Passes 7-0. Next item, resolution number 47 of 2022. Tammy.
Number 47 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with IDEX Laboratories to waive the competitive bidding requirements in order to enter into said agreement and for other purposes.
Mayor, I make a motion we adopt resolution 47 of 2022.
Second.
I got a motion from Ed, a second by Matt, to adopt resolution number 47 of 2022. Any discussion by council? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Next item, resolution number 48 of 2022.
Number 48 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement with Steve Creek for the Crestwood Drainage Improvements Project and for other purposes.
I make a motion that we adopt resolution number 48 of 2022. Second.
I got a motion from Brandon, a second from Ron, to adopt resolution number 48 of 2022. Any discussion? Seeing none from council, any from the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Killenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Next item, resolution number 49 of 2022, please, Tammy.
Number 49 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into a lease agreement with Metropolitan Emergency Medical Services and for other purposes.
Motion. Go ahead.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
I'll get a motion from James, a second from Matt, to approve resolution number 49 of 2022. Any discussion?
Mr. Long, you did say a substantial amount of money and more coverage?
I'm sorry, again? Oh, yes, from MIMS?
Yes.
Yeah,
I just want to clarify.
yeah, they are carrying their share, in my opinion.
Nice. No brainer. Good.
Any from the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red,
Yes.
Gillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. Our last new business item, resolution number 50 of 2022, please, Tammy.
Number 50 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk treasurer to enter into an agreement to install a newborn safety device on city property pursuant to the Arkansas Safe Haven Act and for other purposes.
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second that motion.
Can we all second?
Yeah,
We can.
I got a motion from Steve and a delay from Maggie. We'll give this, we've got to give a second to James and Peter. Any discussion? Did you get that correctly, Tammy? Steve and James, Mr. Bradley?
Stephen and James, yes, sir.
If there was no objection with the sponsor of that ordinance, I'd like to suggest that the council co-sponsor that.
Sure.
I think that would be nice.
Okay. You got it.
I have no objection to that.
You got it. Do you have to amend that?
Yes, sir, you do. So we need to vote to amend to allow council co-sponsor and then a second vote to allow.
Okay, so we need to rescind their motion in second, right? All right?
We do, yes.
So you rescind your motion, Stephen?
I rescind, yes.
James, you rescind your second?
I'll rescind my second.
Okay, I need some action on amendment.
I make a motion to do what Ben said, and that is to amend ordinance, that is to amend resolution number 50 to allow the remaining council members to co-sponsor that resolution.
Second.
I got a motion by Ed, a second from Brandon, to amend resolution number 50 of 2022, to add the rest of the council as co-sponsors to resolution 50 of 22.
Good move.
Any
I
discussion?
think it's the right thing to do.
All right, now can I make a motion?
Yeah.
All right.
We got to vote on it
Any
first.
from the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Make a motion to adopt resolution.
You mean amended resolution?
The amended resolution, yes, thank you, sir.
I got a motion by Matt and a second from Stephen to adopt amended resolution 50 of 2022.
That was not nice.
I gave you every opportunity, sir.
Any discussion by council on amended resolution 50? Any from the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Yes. Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Waymack,
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Passes 7-0. I show no other new business, council, do you have any? Seeing none, now it's time for community input. Once again, if you have anything you'd like to address the council or the mayor with, please come to the podium, state your name, and hear from Cabot.
Chad Moore, Fire Chief, and was at the Cabot. FYI, an announcement tomorrow, fire, police, MIMS, students from Cabot High School will be aiding Cabot Emergency Hospital in a mass casualty training event as part of their accreditation process. So if you see a bunch of things happening behind the hospital, that's us. It's not a real emergency, just training.
Okay.
That's it.
And I want to put out a plug to Facebook for the Lions Club, since they, the chairman down there snookered me into cooking pancakes and bacon at 5 o'clock in the
This is
morning.
gonna be amazing to see.
Be cooking, yeah. So Friday, come out, eat your pancakes. What time do you start serving?
6, right?
Still can.
6 to 10.
6 to 10, you come get your pancakes.
I wouldn't get the first set of pancakes.
that you cook. Anyway,
The mayor's cooking, chief, you're gonna be on standby.
That's your next mass, that's his next mass casualty.
And the last thing would be obviously Cabot Fest, come out and support the chamber in the city, and all the patrons and all the businesses that are gonna be out there. It's a big event for the city and a big event for everyone to participate. It's fun, it's gonna be great weather. I believe it starts at 8 or 9 Saturday.
9 to 9,
9 Saturday morning,
till 9 Saturday night.
okay. And then Friday, is the carnival going on?
Thursday and
Yes.
Thursday and Friday carnival. So everybody out there that's listening, bring your kiddos out for the carnival. A lot of good concerts on Saturday, a lot of good performances. So we'd really like to see you out there this weekend. And any other items? Seeing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion, John.
Who said second? Hey, Meg. Gotta get some butter on the biscuits. I got a motion by Stephen, second by Ron. That's sweet, Dave, Ron. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor? We're adjourned.
We are having fun.
7:41.
Back in there.
Need to come back in here, it's closer together.